You have been asked to make 40 suppositories, each weighing 3 grams. The suppositories are each to contain 150 milligrams of active ingredient, and the displacement value of the active ingredient is 3.2. Calculate the total quantity of suppository base to be used. There's an equation for this, which is that the total amount of base in grams is equal to the number of suppositories multiplied by the suppository size minus the total amount of drug in grams divided by the displacement value. We're actually given all of these figures in our question apart from the total amount of drug, but we can calculate this because we know there's 150 milligrams in every suppository and 40 suppositories. But we need this in grams, so we convert it to grams, gives us 0.15 times 40. Tells us that we need 6 grams of drug in total. So let's put all of that into our equation. 40 suppositories times by the 3 gram suppository size minus 6 grams total drug divided by the displacement value, which is 3.2, gives us 120 minus 1.875, means that we need to use 118.125 grams of base. Now, a way of checking if that makes sense is if we remind ourselves what a displacement value is, it means, so the displacement value of 3.2 means that 3.2 grams of our active ingredient will displace or occupy the same space as 1 gram of base. And if we look back at our answer, we can see that we're displacing 1.875 grams of base, which is not quite 2. So given that we're using 6 grams of active ingredient and the displacement value is 3.2, we can expect that that amount of active ingredient would be displacing nearly 2 grams of base. So I know that's a little bit clunky. I hope you can get your head around it. I know a lot of students do really struggle with displacement value questions. So it's, I think, a good idea to keep reminding yourself what a displacement value means. So the displacement value of 3.2 means 3.2 grams of active ingredient occupies the same amount of space or displaces the space taken up for 1 gram of base. Just keep reminding yourself that's what it means. And I hope eventually it will sink in. I think, really practice is key to this sort of question. So let's go back and look at another example. You can use proportional sets to calculate the amount of base displaced. So we do that with the weight of ingredients in grams and the amount of base displaced in grams. So we know that the displacement value of 3.2 means that 3.2 grams of ingredient displaces 1 gram of base. We know that we have a total of 6 grams of ingredient in our 40 suppositories. So we need to calculate how much base is displaced by that. So we can set up our equation. X over 6 is equal to 1 over 3.2. So X equals 6 over 3.2 equals 1.875. And then we need to remember to put that into the equation and subtract that from 120. Gives us an answer of 118.125 grams of base. I hope this is clear for you. It's a little bit muddly to explain, but I've tried to do my best. I'm going to listen over it again and see if it makes sense.